This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on, because they are going overboard with the suppression of the channel, the suppression of the videos, because they're terrified of more people becoming aware of the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, the GameStop naked shorters are gonna keep doubling and tripling down, because they know the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are gonna practice willful blindness to their obvious fraud and corruption, okay? We cannot depend on our regulatory agencies or our law enforcement agencies to protect retail investors, protect the market, protect pension funds, protect institutions that follow the rules. We have to protect ourselves, and we do that by paying attention to all the data, keeping track of it, and by filing civil lawsuits. Because I believe until they run out of money, or we get them in court and we get to the discovery phase and they have to turn over that trading history, those blue sheets, nothing is going to change, okay? Nothing's going to change. They can rob and steal from us every single day. The evidence is overwhelming in the data. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI, they practice willful blindness to the obvious fraud and corruption. It's absolutely crazy to me. But anyway, here's the GME volume. You know, the volume means absolutely nothing. It's 7,307,167. And from now on, what I'm going to do is, you know, I'll give you guys daily updates on AMC and GME. So I'm going to be adding the dog pool volume to the updates, because we need to see that dog pool volume. You guys need to know that every single day, a majority of the volume is being pushed into the dog pools. And the reason they're doing that is to suppress the price. They're putting all the buy orders in the dog pools to take off the buying pressure, so they can manipulate the price down or keep it from rising. I mean, what they're doing is simple fraud and corruption, simple manipulation. Anybody can see it. All they have to do is open their eyes. But the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI refuse to open their eyes and see what the whole world sees when it comes to the corruption in GME. Okay? 60.22% of that volume went to the dog pool. Why do you think that is? It's so they can manipulate the price of the stock. I mean, it's absolutely crazy what they're allowed to do. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, 53.8% of that volume was shorted shares. So they found 3,800,000 GME shares to short into the market and manipulate the price. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI don't see a problem. How do you have 60% of that volume going into the dog pool, and then 53.8% of that volume is shorted shares? Where is the buying pressure? Especially when you have more people buying than selling every single day. You got institutions buying, you got retail investors adding to their positions, yet somehow the price doesn't move. I mean, it's overwhelming fraud and corruption. All you have to do is open your eyes, SEC. Open your eyes, DOJ. Open your eyes, FBI. Short exempt, 23,038. And I'm going to do a video on short exempt a little later today, because I think a lot of people don't really understand how the short exempt works. They're still claiming 4.96 days to cover, and the shortage is of 18.90%. You guys know those numbers are absolutely crazy. The bottom line is this. They are manipulating the stock every day. The evidence of the manipulation is right there in the data. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI play willful blindness. They act like it's not happening on their watch. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. If 53.8% of the volume is shorted shares and 60% is pushed into the dog pool, how can there be any buying pressure? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.